A quiet push is gaining momentum in the National Assembly for the creation of regional development commissions across Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones. On Thursday, the Senate amended the 2024 Northwest and Southeast Development Commission Act to ensure fair geopolitical representation on their boards. However, doubts remain over whether these commissions will drive real change or merely serve as a conduit for central resource allocation. Trust TV's Senate correspondent Sagir Ibrahim brings details of this and more from Thursday's plenary. Take a look.
The act, already signed by the President, returned to the Senate for amendment to ensure geopolitical representation on the Commission's governing boards.
In the course of implementation of the legislation, it was observed that for effective representation and in line with the principles of federal character, it is imperative that membership of the Commission be extended to the other geopolitical zones of the country.
These are mere omissions that were discovered at a later, when the bill was passed. So I don't think we need much debate on this.
We should never, under any circumstance, or even in the wildest of our dreams, surrender this power of confirmation. So I'm happy that the eagle eye of the sponsor of this bill detected this very grievous, omission.
The two bills, which scaled second reading, were referred to the Committee of a Whole for expeditious actions on the next legislative day. The next order of the day was yet another bill for the establishment of a Regional Development Commission, this time for the South-South geopolitical zone. The bill, which had created a mild debate among lawmakers who felt its creation would replicate the responsibilities of the Niger Delta Development Commission, passed second reading after its sponsors and other supporters provided some clarification.
Mr. President and distinguished colleagues, I will provide some explanations for why the proposed South-South Development Commission is distinct and necessary. The NWDC is a multi-regional body that includes states such as Abia and Imo from the Southeast region, and as well as Ondo states from the Southwest region. However, both of these regions now have their own dedicated development commissions, the Southeast Development Commission, which includes Abia and Imo, and the Southwest Development Commission, which includes Ondo State.
The arguments advanced by the mover of this motion are clearly unimpeachable. He has mentioned the fact that each of the 6 geopolitical zones in this country seemingly would have their own development commission.
We are now creating not resource-based centers of development and entities, but development-based entities according to geopolitical zones.
For some of us who were beginning to think, why is South-South going to have 2 different agencies or commissions that will be saddled with giving developments to just one region? Well, I'm happy that that explanation has further enlightened and broadened the minds of some of us here. Since we have created commissions for other zones, like my zone has gotten one, there's nothing wrong, and I support the idea that the commission to take care of the South-South in terms of helping to further develop the zone.
So I thank you all, and I pray that we conclude this, especially expeditiously through the Special Duties Committee, and by next week we bring this to conclusion.
Responding to these developments, lecturer of political science at the University of Abuja, Dr. Bibi Farouk, describes the seeming preponderance of regional development commissions as a ploy to maintain resource control by the political class.
And to many of these members of the National Assembly, pushing these bills and making them laws that would create commissions that would draw straight from the National Federation account is an act of fulfilling the second aspect of their mission. That is creating institutions that could give jobs for people they know and draw resources that will come directly to their sections, ethnic groups, or religions.
So far, Several development commissions across different zones are currently at various stages of establishment and implementation. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has written to the National Assembly seeking passage of 4 tax reform bills. This was contained in a letter by President Tinubu to the Senate President on Thursday.
The Nigeria Tax Administration Bill provides a clear and concise legal framework for the fair, consistent, and efficient administration of all the tax laws to facilitate ease of tax compliance, reduce tax disputes, and optimize revenue.
The Nigeria Tax Bill 2024 aims to establish clear guidelines for tax collection and administration across the country. Once enacted, the Nigeria Revenue Service Establishment Bill will replace the existing Federal Inland Revenue Service Act. This bill seeks to modernize tax collection and management under the new entity, the Nigeria Revenue Service. Sagir Ibrahim, Trust TV News, Abuja.